Currently now in this generation, most of the middle-aged students are now sexually possessed because of social medias and different ways that can influence their way of thinking. But some of them are not aware of sexual transmitted diseases and infections that can lead to their physical and mental health issues. Now, let's discuss first what is STDs. Hi, I'm Carl Joseph C. BALAJADIA, and I am here to spread awareness to protect your physical health and how to eliminate or prevent sexual transmitted diseases. Sexual transmitted diseases, or STDs, or sexual transmitted infections, or STIs, are infections that are passed from one person to another through sexual contact. They are usually spread during vaginal, oral, or anal sex. So what are the cause of STDs? More than 30 different bacteria, viruses, and parasites are known to be transmitted through sexual contact, including vaginal, anal, and oral sex. Some STIs can also be transmitted from mother to child during pregnancy, childbirth, and breastfeeding. 8 pathogens are linked to the greatest incidence of STIs. Of this, 4 are currently curable, and these are syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, and trichomoniasis. The other 4 are incurable viral infections, and these are hepatitis B, herpes, simplex virus or HSV, HIV, and human papillovirus or HPV. STIs can have serious consequences beyond the immediate impact of the infection itself. STIs like herpes, gonorrhea, and syphilis can increase the risk of HIV acquisition. Next is mother-to-child transmission of STIs can result in stillbirth, neonatal death, low birth weight, and prematurity. Next is HPV infection causes cervical and other cancers. Next is hepatitis B resulted in an estimated 820,000 deaths in 2019, mostly from cirrhosis and hepatocellular carcinoma. STIs such as gonorrhea and chlamydia are major causes of pelvic inflammatory disease and infertility in women. Treatments of STDs or the STIs. Effective treatment is currently available for several STIs. 3 bacterials or the chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis, and 1 parasitic STIs is the trichomoniasis are generally curable with existing single-dose regimens of antibiotics. Next is for herpes and HIV. The most effective medications available are antivirals that can modulate the course of the disease, though they cannot cure the disease. Next is for hepatitis B. Antivirals can help fighting the virus and slowly damage to the liver. How to prevent or eliminate STDs or sexual transmitted disease. First is to practice abstinence. Is the most reliable way to avoid infection is to not have sex. Next is vaccination. Vaccines are safe, effective, and recommended ways to prevent hepatitis B and HPV. Next is reduce number of sex partners. Reducing your number of sex partners can decrease your risk of STDs. It is still important that you and your partner get tested and that you share your test results with one another. Next is mutual monogamy. Mutual monogamy means that you agree to be sexually active with only one person who has agreed to be sexually active only with you. Being in a long-term mutually monogamous relationship with an uninfected partner is one of the most reliable way to avoid STDs. But you must both be certain you are not infected with STDs. It is important to have an open and honest conversation with your partner. Next is use condoms. Correct and consistent use of the male latex condom is highly effective in reducing STD transmission. Use a condom every time you have anal, vaginal, or oral sex. If you have latex allergies, synthetic, non-latex condoms can be used. But it is important to note that these condoms have higher breakage rates than latex condoms. Natural membrane condoms are not recommended for STD prevention. Despite considerable efforts to identify simple interventions that can reduce risky sexual behavior, behavior change remains a complex challenge. Information, education, and counseling can improve people's ability to recognize the symptoms of STIs and increase the likelihood that they will seek care and encourage a sexual partner to do so. Unfortunately, lack of public awareness, lack of training among health workers, and long-standing, widespreading stigma around STIs remains barriers to greater and more effective use of this intervention. I hope you learned something and also spread awareness on how to eliminate sexual transmitted diseases. Thank you and have a nice day.